Chapter 1564. However, looking after Oren's radiant face does not seem to be terminally ill. Is there really any medical miracle that can't be achieved? At this moment, Oren continued. The second question, if you don't believe that my body has fully recovered, then after the press conference, I will go to Fairview for a full-body CT scan, and the result of the scans. I would like to announce it to all media and the general public. With Oren's words, everyone is not suspicious of his condition. Because a whole-body CT scan can find any kind of tumor, even very early-stage carcinoma in situ, it can be found well. If Oren did not recover, he would definitely not dare to accept such an examination. Everyone couldn't help but marvel. They didn't expect that even pancreatic cancer, a super-terminal illness, could be born with such a miracle, which reminds people of the genius Jobs who died young a few years ago. It's the same disease. Why didn't Jobs have such luck? If Jobs was still alive, maybe he could bring more innovation and change to mankind. Then, Oren said, the third question, I think everyone is very concerned about the arrangement of the chairman of the Moon Group. I now officially announce that between me and the other two shareholders of the Moon Group, Haruto and Kenji, a few minutes ago, a voting rights transfer agreement was signed. Shareholders Haruto and Kenji have permanently transferred all the voting rights corresponding to their personal shares to me. When everyone heard this, they were even more stunned. They had already inquired about the discord between the Moon family brothers from everywhere. They know that Haruto and Kenji have been forming an alliance to deal with their elder brother, and they are also uniting with other shareholders to deal with their elder brother. Everyone was still waiting to see a big family fight, but they didn't expect the three brothers to reach such a brotherly agreement. Haruto and Kenji permanently transfer their voting rights to their eldest brother Oren. Doesn't this mean that they will always obey Oren? What about the brothers competing? What about the good legacy war? The reporters present all felt extremely depressed. It's like everyone has bought melon seeds and drinks, sitting in front of the TV and preparing to watch a Gondo opera. As a result, after turning on the TV, they found that all the empresses, C0 concubines, and nobles in the harem were all clustered around the queen. Everyone had one mind with the queen. Everything was seen by the queen, and the whole harem was in harmony. How can there be any fights? What's the life and death? How can there be any murder? As the party concerned, it is naturally the most cost-effective solution to make concerted efforts and turn fighting into jade. But as an audience, this kind of scene is boring to the extreme. It can even be said to be very disappointing. Oren glanced over the eyes and expressions of all reporters. He smiled lightly and said into the microphone, from today onwards, the three Moon family brothers of the Moon family will work together to bring the Moon family into a new glory. As the so-called brothers work together, and their profit cuts gold, we also believe that with our joint efforts, the Moon Group will surely return all stockholders and investors with better performance and higher market value. After he finished speaking, he joked and talks a little bit, however, please allow me to say sorry to everyone here. You're disappointed for not letting you see a big family fight. As soon as these words came out, the reporters on the scene blushed, but at this moment the share prices of all listed companies under the Moon Group began to soar like a dragon.